Thank you everybody for joining me for the campus wrap-up of Sonoma State University in the beautiful town of Cotati in Northern California in wine country. This was a very interesting campus. Diversity-wise, you're looking at like zero. It was just not diverse at all. Yeah, they say and they claim that they're a very diverse campus or that they have diversity, and then I would say it's 90% white people. So that was kind of discerning that they would lie that much about how diverse they are. But overall, the campus was okay. Was not overly impressed with it. I was impressed, however, with uh, how many plants, how much green grass, open space, things like that. But as far as the classrooms go and things like that, just was not blown over. Was not impressed, to say the least. The most impressive thing on the campus, well, there's two things. One was the library. The library was pretty all right on the outside, and then when you get inside, it's kind of a little bit bland. It's not a lot of area to study. I mean, there's area to study, but it's not laid out very well, and there aren't as many books as you'd think there would be. So, I mean, the library was good, but not great. But the dorms and the housing was incredible. It seemed like that's what they put all their time and effort into was the campus housing and not the actual buildings on campus and classrooms itself. It was a little tough to get around on some parts. Some parts were really run down. Some parts were incredibly nice. The Green Music Center is going to be phenomenal. I mean, we were just watching looking around that, and it was just incredibly updated and beautiful, and really, I was impressed, just to say the least. I was very impressed with the Green Music Center when it gets all done. But just walking around campus, it wasn't a great feel. It was took a everything's pretty close to everything, but some stuff is really run down, and a lot of things don't get cared for as much as others, and really certain areas take priority over others, which is a bit discerning. If you're in those areas and those programs that don't get taken care of, like I said, the track was in below average condition. The tennis courts was cracked if unless you're playing on the tennis team. So a lot of things are run down. It's in a very peculiar area as well. Cotati is not a big town, and Runner Park is also not a big town, and Runner Park kind of caters to Sonoma State in the sense that it's cheap housing, so if you're not going to live on campus, Runner Park is probably where you're going to end up. Same with Cotati or Santa Rosa. And Runner Park has like the most chains. They've got, the Targets. They've got, they have the Chili's. They have just all these different chain restaurants, but no real design of the town that makes it where there's not a downtown area, there's not like a meeting, congregational area. And really, if you really look at Runner Park, there's no bars. Everything is in the Cotati Crawl, or it's in Cotati where all the bars are. You got Trade Winds, Friar Tuck's, the Eight Ball, Yacht Club, things like that are all in Cotati. So Cotati is and you're still pretty far away from everything, so you really are going to need a car. Or if you like to ride your bike, you can ride your bike everywhere. But the campus isn't even anywhere near any of this. The campus is miles away in the middle of pretty much nowhere. And really what it is, it was like the campus was dropped in the middle of nowhere, and then a community was kind of built around it a little bit. And there has been some development. There's some nicer homes that are being built there. There's a gas station and a 7-Eleven and a Starbucks in a shopping center across the street. Besides that, there's really not all that much to do or see, or it's not like you can walk from your house to campus. It's not like campus is connected to a major street in the town. And even when you leave campus and you drive towards the town, you're just hitting like mini suburbs almost. Like it's a middle class housing essentially is what you're hitting the entire time. So they kind of built the community around it, but it was kind of a campus stuck in the middle of nowhere. So it's kind of an interesting campus. I mean, it's beautiful as far as the views go. You can just see rolling hills and farms and things like that. Food was all right. The sandwiches in the pub were good. I would suggest if you want to get a beer, you want to get drunk at lunch, get a beer. Suggest Kilt Lifter by Marin Brewing Company. Phenomenal. It's a strong beer, so just order one. Sandwiches were pretty all right. Like I said, Amici's is on campus, and Amici's is always good. Amici's is the East Coast pizzeria. They've got shops all over the Bay Area. So San Rafael, down in Danville, so the city, San Jose. So you've got Amici's also delivers on campus if you're on campus housing. They got a little like the little car, and they just deliver around. So grab that phone number, and they're open till 11 p.m. The Charlie Brown Cafe, they wouldn't let us film inside, but that was decent coffee, not bad. The other little coffee shop right by the big bacon sculpture in the in the quad area was also very good. It was a local one, so it was no franchise. It was just kind of run by the campus, so it was pretty decent coffee. Way better than any of the franchise ones that we've run into. So it's decent coffee. You're not going to get top flight coffee because it's people who don't have a super maybe they are passionate about coffee, but it's not like their first and foremost specialty coffee shop. So you're getting just like a little mini franchises or little mini local companies. So that was cool. There was very good coffee. So but the Charlie Brown Cafe was pretty cool. And really, the housing was really the highlight. Everything else was just kind of secondary. The pool was eh. The area around the pool was eh. The gym was okay. The rec center looks phenomenal, though. The rec center looks like it's really a place that you would want to spend a lot of time if you're going to play pickup basketball, intramurals. If you're going to, they have a rock climbing wall inside. You'll see some videos underneath here that kind of depict that a little bit better. But overall, if I was to get a rating of the campus, it would be like a 70, maybe a 71 or 2. If I didn't live by it, I probably would not go to this campus. It just doesn't seem like a destination spot, and it doesn't seem like the campus itself has put a lot into it. And so it seems like it's running off basically the programs that it supplies. I know it has an incredible teaching program. Business is always at a high. Psychology, it's got a great psychology program. But really, it's not an attractive place. Like if I was coming from the East Coast, I would definitely put this on. I would put this on my do not hit list, simply because unless I was going for the prestige of the program and maybe specializing in something, or maybe it has something that I can't get somewhere else. Otherwise, I'm taking a big pass on this because you're paying top flight cash to come to the school, and really it's not delivering in the way that it should. And maybe we just caught it on a bad day, but I don't think so. I think stuff we saw and stuff in those videos, as you can see, is a lot of it is just older, and it's just not keeping up. It's very nice stuff, and it's usable and serviceable to get an education. But as you can see from some of the other campuses we've visited, a lot of these schools, especially these old school I call Berkeley an old school, are really stepping up their game, and really this campus gets trumped by the Santa Rosa Junior College, which is within the area and is actually considered not a better school, but a more difficult school and a top ranked junior college, which you can view in a different section. But so, I'm going to give this a 70, major pass. This was not my favorite campus. Maybe this appeals to you. Maybe it was way more laid back than any other campus we've visited so far. And you can smoke on campus, you can ride your bike on campus. It just didn't give me that hardcore college feel. And I felt more like it was in high school because of so many local people we saw. But it just doesn't give me that hardcore college feel, which I know it's a college, but it just didn't give me that, Ivy Towers, just college vibe. So that's something to look out for. I mean, maybe that was just me catching it again, bad day, but it was just a very strange feeling. Again, not very diverse. But anyways, thanks for checking out the campus wrap on Sonoma State University in Cotati, California, Northern California, heart of the wine country. You can check us out on unofficialcampustours.com, twitter.com/uncampustours, or check us out on the facebook.com/unofficialcampustours. Thanks for joining me again. I'll catch everybody next time. Check out all the other videos. There's a bunch of campuses we were doing, so go on and check them out. Thanks, guys.